Hello Aries, welcome to your reading for April 25th through to the 2nd of May 2026. And it is going to be general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Let's welcome in the Archangels, Ascended Masters, Light Beings, Spirit Guides, our higher selves and any other animal, ancestral or dragon guides you feel resonant with, Aries. Okay, let's see what's going to jump out here for you. Oh, we have a flip, and it is the Devil, or that Capricorn energy, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, let's grab two here. Okay, let's have a look at these. Sometimes the devil energy is sort of to do with, tenacity, but it can talk about attachments as well. So I kind of feel like for you, Aries, that this is sort of about you digging in your heels here and sort of creating a boundary with regard to something about this energy, which is, it could be a workaholic kind of energy. It could be maybe an attachment or a habit or an addiction of some sort. But it could also be talking about a certain value of, something to do with maybe like materialism, or to do with kind of, like amassing wealth, or, something like that. There's something that you're addicted to here that I feel like you're kind of putting up this thing and you're saying, look, I don't want to be party to that energy, whatever that is. Okay. It could be something that you were subconsciously kind of attached to, maybe a subconscious value or belief. And yeah, we'll just see what your current energy is doing. That might give us a bit more of a clue what's happening there. You're definitely, you're either putting up boundaries to something that's outside of you. So it could be an energy that you're picking up on that's maybe in your environment, maybe work environment, or just general, living environment. You're kind of putting up a boundary to something there, or it's a boundary to something within yourself that you have a tendency towards, that you're kind of, you don't really want to be party to it anymore, possibly. Okay. Five of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Emperor, which is your power card. So your current energy, let's look at that first. There's something that that you could be feeling like you're missing out on, and maybe it's this here, this Three of Cups, this joy feeling that you are not. Maybe for you, you're not feeling as though this is something that you are experiencing as much as you would like. Or it could be something to do with a family or a friend group that is, maybe there's some sort of connection here where they are sort of making you feel like that you're missing out, or that there's something that that you're not taking advantage of. The Five of Pentacles does talk about, if help is needed, whether or not you need to ask for assistance. Let's look at your underlying theme. Interesting thing here, Aries, is that this is your power card, okay? So you're going to be moving into your power, and you also have the King of Pentacles, so power and abundance. And we're not just talking run-of-the-mill power and abundance, okay? This is sovereignty. Sovereignty here, Aries. So there's something that you are really, I think, in the name of your alignment and of your personal power, that you are saying no to here. And I think this is stuff that's been holding you back. There's something that you've been attached to that hasn't been helping you. And sometimes when we need to let go of things, this could be the the two sides of the coin at the moment, Aries. Sometimes when we need to let go of things, we can experience this grief like, oh, you know, we don't have it anymore, or there's something that's not in our life anymore. It could be, you know, maybe it's a habit or, you know, a belief or something that you used to, that you did hang on to, represented by the devil there. And the flip side of that is the Three of Cups energy. Okay, so it's like during this letting go process here of letting go of something, you're doing that so that you can move into this Three of Cups energy here, Aries. And here we have it, yeah. Your general direction moving forward is that you are literally setting yourself free so that you can step into a new opportunity, which is, you know, kind of the theme here, I think, Aries. There's something that's holding the, you know, it could be very subtle. Okay, there could be a subtle belief or a value that you are hanging on to that's holding you back, or that there could be a sort of a bit of an energy in the air that you are maybe partaking of a little bit much, and it's sort of it's having the effect of holding you down a bit. But there's something here about a new thing, like a new opportunity, a new way of seeing something, a new way of doing something, a new way of manifesting something. Okay, physical, material reality is the ace, is the pentacle suit. But you're really, this is about you perceiving yourself as being, you know, you're perceiving yourself as being more stuck than you actually are, or that you are perceiving yourself as being more limited than you actually are in reality. But this is what you're breaking out of this and moving into a new way of seeing it. So you're going to come into a new way of seeing yourself here, Aries. So this is looking like it could be a reading about overcoming inner obstacles or obstacles around you that you perceive, but I'm thinking like it's more like inner, because we have this Eight of Swords here. Let's look at your outcome. And I mean, you know, if you're moving into a big sovereign energy here, okay, we could say there are high stakes, right? Sorry, my words didn't come out. That this is like a big energy that you're going to be moving into. Let's have a look. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, none other than, you know, the legacy here. Okay, so this is something that is going to not just impact your life, but the lives of many other people, okay, in a positive way. Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment. So this is looking pretty good here, Aries, because your outcome is that if you can take those steps to set yourself free, and I think you've just realized what it is that's been holding you back. If you can keep chipping away at whatever that is, okay, you're going to move into greater emotional fulfillment. Nine of Cups here. And this is, you know, the legacy of the abundance, the overall abundance. 10 of Pentacles, you know. We're not talking 8 or 9, this is 10. So this is like a lot of abundance, and that sort of makes sense because your underlying theme is this real sovereign energy here. Okay, King of Pentacles, Emperor, right? Your power. In the area of your challenge, it's interesting because you have the Five of Pentacles again, which is in your current energy, and then you have the King of Pentacles, which is from your underlying theme, which is interesting. So, you know, it could be that, yeah, it's like what I guess you may not be aware of at the moment is that whatever you're perceiving, whatever your perception of lack is, or whatever you are feeling despondent about having to let go of, okay, if you can do that, then it's going to really lead to this here. Abundance, which it seems like an opposite thing, like I need to let go of something, or I need to be without something in order to create abundance. But you know what these things may or may not be, Aries. Okay, so because as I'm saying these words, if things are dropping into your mind like, oh, that's that, and that's that, right, then this reading could be relevant for you. to even, at the very least, just kind of ponder and do some deep reflection, okay? But sometimes the abundance or our greatness can come out of our pain, so we can transmute our pain into, you know, abundance, or what we perceive as to be our weaknesses are potentially those areas of strength. And this is kind of that, it's like this here, Aries. Your current energy is like, on the one hand, you feel like there's something missing, or that, you know, something hasn't worked out, or that you need to let go of something and you're going to be missing it. Okay, and this is the Three of Cups, the joy, the happiness that's going to come as a result of whatever this other thing is. Yeah, so there's two sides to every coin. But that's also this thing here too, like sometimes if we're in a state of we're limiting ourselves, you know, Aries, it could be that you're holding on to something that maybe it's comfortable, or maybe it's providing you with certain feeling or a certain state of, you know, status quo or something like that. And you can sort of, you're the best judge of whatever, if any of that applies, okay? And, you know, if letting go of any of those things, you know, if it feels different, and sometimes we can do experiments, can't we? We can just go, well, I won't be ascribing to that idea now for the next week or so, and I'll see how that changes my life. Or I'm going to try and go without A or B, or, you know, yeah, and just see what the effect is. Let's have a look. Try to get some off the top here. Queen of Cups, yep, going within. The Knight of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So, yeah, you're standing at the brink here, Aries. This is your ticket, okay? This is literally a ticket. Two of Wands. This is like the ticket to the entry into, like this here, the new opportunity, okay? The new way, the new Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment, you know, the legacy, the abundance, okay? And yeah, let's continue with these. And, you know, this is what's on the other side of that. Once you've got that ticket, right? Okay, you step through, and the ticket is also letting go of whatever you need to let go of, or transmuting whatever it is that you need to transmute. Once you've sort of done that, this is the Queen of Cups, which is like really aligning with your emotions, your creative self, your intuitive self. Okay, Aries, and yeah, a lot of unconditional love, spirit connection as well, Queen of Cups. Very much like the High Priestess energy, this one, okay? But very grounded. So you're going to be manifesting stuff as well. And that's sort of on the other side of that activation. Just prior to that, it's really about having this Knight of Swords mindset. This is the Wicked Tarot. And this is like, you know, alphabet here. But it's really having that investigative mindset, and this is what you are at the moment, I think, or generally moving forward, Aries. You'll be applying your investigative abilities to your own self-restriction here, right? You will be really honing in on and working out what it is exactly that has sort of been holding you back, causing you to perhaps have feelings of limitation. Because just recently, I think you've really, you know, if this is an attachment here, this Devil energy, this is an attachment that hasn't been helping you. And it's like you are putting up this Seven of Wands and you're saying, I do not want that to be affecting me that way anymore. Okay, so you are already starting this whole process of really bursting out of this limitation into your sovereignty here. General underlying theme is moving into sovereignty and probably, you know, holding space for your abundance. And this could also be saying that, because King of Pentacles twice in your reading, Aries, Is Spirit saying, you know, do the stuff that makes you feel abundant, makes you feel strong, makes you feel as though you can hold space. Yeah, makes you feel kind of at one with everything as well. Like just having a more, you know, makes you feel like a stronger presence. Okay, whatever it is that's going to give you that feeling is going to help. Yeah, this is interesting too. This is the Shiz University. Right, so this is the ticket, the new pathway, 2 of Wands. Okay. And here we have the 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Awesome. This is your inner child, Aries, as well. So this is something that maybe you've held under wraps here. You know, because if our inner child is not really activated in our lives, it can make us kind of feel restricted, and you know that we can't freely express ourselves and things like that. Okay, so maybe this is an energy that you're going to be exploring. Okay, applying your investigative mindset here, your inner alphabet, if we can call it that. Alphabet, not alphabet. And here we have the Magician. Yes, your inner Aries resources. Your inner resources, inner resourcefulness, like all of the elements at your disposal, fire, earth, air, and water. So, you know, your ability to be passionate and active. Earth is like grounded, centered and aligned and doing your grounding practices. Air, you know, you have an expanded consciousness, you're using your brain and your high intelligence. And water, you have that, you know, creative, intuitive energy, which has also come through here in your Queen of Cups. So intuitive, creative, spiritual, okay? All of these things are going to be useful for you moving forward, and useful in you being able to step into your sovereignty. 8 of Pentacles, yes. Moving into working in a meaningful way, doing something, Aries, on mission, on purpose. And basically you will be giving yourself permission to do the mission, whatever you feel that is, okay? Yeah, here you are on mission. Okay, that's awesome for you. And here we have the Queen of Pentacles as well. Looks like that's a picture of Glinda, whatever. And Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing. Okay, I know the character in this deck is kind of sort of like that, but anywho, traditionally Queen of Pentacles is nurturing, looking after yourself, you know, looking after your health, your well-being, your groundedness, centeredness, but also having that really abundant mindset as well. Queen of Pentacles, interesting that that turns up because you have the King of Pentacles twice as well. Let's now grab a Lemurian Star Child Oracle. And yeah, when we say Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, we're saying groundedness, you know, abundance, bringing things into material reality, and paying attention to the body, Aries, okay? Your physicality, that could be something that's important for you to consider. Inner child attunement, yeah, maybe this is what it's all about. You know, part of this setting yourself free is setting your inner child free and really aligning your energy with that as much as you can. And sometimes this devil energy here, that can sort of distract you away from your inner child, you know. That could be something that maybe you're like, okay, you're actually done with that distraction now. You're done with being distracted away from your center. Underneath here it says, go within, listen, and loving parenting. And that is about reparenting yourself. But of course, if you have children, parenting them as well in a loving way. Yeah. So definitely inner child energy for you, Aries, I think, is going to really help. Yeah, so I hope that's been helpful. I think we'll wrap it up there. Look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.